Here's my thing. I don't like the TikTok ban. I think it creates a very, very disturbing precedent. And the reason I think it creates a disturbing precedent is because I've actually bothered to look at the wording of the law that was passed. What the law that was passed says, it's not specifically talking about TikTok. TikTok is the example, it's the fall guy, but this can go well past TikTok. What the law says is that any app deemed to be owned by or benefiting a foreign government that is quote unquote hostile to the United States, okay, whatever, or and I quote, national security threat can be banned under this law. Now, let's think about this for a second. We've said on this show a whole bunch of times that Elon Musk purchasing Twitter and allowing people to speak freely on it was quite possibly the single biggest turning point that flipped the 2024 election in our favor, right? Well, what has the establishment spent the last year referring to X as? If you guessed a national security threat, you're right. It's almost like they're laying the foundation the same way they were when they were using the word insurrection to describe January 6th, because they knew that insurrection meant that you couldn't hold the presidency or any type of public office for that matter. So that's why they pushed that word so hard. They're doing the same thing here. They see Twitter as a threat because it allows liberals and their horrible ideas to get exposed. And that's why they're pushing so hard for this, because they're going to use the precedent they've set with TikTok and set their sights on Twitter next. And I think Trump knows this, and that's why he's against this ban, because he knows what type of precedent this sets. He knows that the language in the bill specifically leaves the door open for them to target Twitter. And he knows it's a threat to the conservative power structure. So he's thinking more than 6 feet in front of him, which is that TikTok's run by liberal retards and it's bad. He's thinking, hey, this could actually royally fuck us over in the future. Also, don't you guys find it? Let me break this down to you, the TikTok ban thing, right? Unless you work in national defense, whether for the government or some defense contractor, or you're on the board of a major corporation, or you're in data security or some type of important job like that, you really don't have a whole lot to worry about with the Chinese government spying on you. They don't care all that much about you. They don't. The guy who works as a plumber and wants to scroll through cat videos on TikTok is not on the Chinese government's watch list. You should be way more concerned about what your own government is doing with your data, because they can do a whole hell of a lot more to you than what the Chinese government can right now. Also, don't you find it incredibly strange that the people spying on every aspect of our lives are all of a sudden concerned with our privacy? Don't you feel like there might be some type of ulterior motive here with this TikTok ban thing? I'm just saying, not only do these people being the folks in Congress, want to spy on every single waking moment of our lives through every avenue possible, your cell phone, your computer, your appliances like your fridge they spy on you from, your thermostat, your doorbell, everything. Not only do they want to spy on you and watch you for every waking moment of your lives, they renew that ability with a vote in Congress every single year. And more often than not, they expand their ability to do that with this little thing called the NDAA. So yes, I find it super strange that these people, and I find it ironic and hypocritical, that these people are all of a sudden really worried about you and I's privacy. Doesn't that raise some questions for you?
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you can actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.